Okay, guys, today we're going to talk about Jewish meditation. So I was asked to bring a sefer in so we could learn a little more on the theory side, and then we put it into practice. And I have so many sefers. I have tons of favorites, but I thought I should start from way in the beginning where I started, and it's called Jewish Meditation by Ari Kaplan. It's a must. And I haven't read it in almost 10 years. When I first started, I read it. It was amazing. I read it a few times, but then I moved on because there's so many sefers to read. But this sefer is so essential, and I was just told in shul, because someone saw me reading it, that the Rebbe actually helped publish this. So it's very, very special. He breaks it down so beautifully, and he begins with that meditation. When people think about meditation, they think of a Buddhist, like on a mountaintop, away from life. That's not Jewish meditation. Jewish meditation is in your everyday life. You're conscious, you're present. He defines Jewish meditation as controlled thinking. And there's many different techniques, and he even suggests, give it a try. The number one thing is to remove all thoughts out of your mind. It sounds very easy in theory, but if you give it a shot, it's our mind is constantly moving and thinking and saying things. It's just automatic. It's our subconscious. And the way for our consciousness to tap into our subconscious, there's different mechanisms, there's different techniques. And one thing that we could use as a tool is our breathing. Through our breathing, we tap into our subconscious, because it's always we're constantly breathing throughout the day, even when we're sleeping. And so when we become aware of our breath and we start tapping into our breath and taking deep, deep breaths and relaxing everything, we're able to, it's like a key to our subconscious. And it takes a lot of practice. And Rabbi Nachman says, take it one thought at a time, right? And whatever we think is our reality. So he talks about one way is to totally stop your thinking. Just find a quiet space, close your eyes, and try to stop all thoughts. If you give it, let's try it for 1 minute. Let's see how it works. So just in your minds, try to stop all thoughts. Did it work? If you hear yourself saying stop thinking or I am not thinking, it's not working. It just doesn't work. Our mind is constantly, it's going, always. So he gives another suggestion. Unless you're a master meditator, then maybe you could possibly do that, but that's a high level. So for us, every average day person, there's another technique where we basically take our thoughts and we decide which thoughts to think. So even Rabbi Nachman talks a lot about this, where if you have these negative thoughts, the Yetzer Hara is attacking you, giving you bad thought after bad thought, you could stop it by just thinking a good thought. And if you want to go do an avera, go do a sin, you just be like, I want to go do a mitzvah, and you go involve yourself constantly in the mitzvah. So too with these thoughts. So basically, if you hear good thoughts, bad thoughts, just constantly focus on the good thoughts, or create another good thought. We have that ability, but the thoughts are constantly going, so we need to control our thinking. So he talks about in his sefer that there is mochin de kadnut and mochin de galut, which is constricted consciousness and expanded consciousness. Well, we think like children, as we did back then, when we started learning at 5, 6 years old. And most people didn't really develop our thinking because we don't practice meditation. We don't really focus on our thoughts. We're just involved in our everyday to-day life. So a lot of us are still thinking like children. We need to expand our consciousness through focusing on our thoughts and being able to control our thoughts, and don't let the thoughts control you. So that's one of the main reasons why it's so important to meditate, so we could mature. We could become our highest spiritual self. And by using this, how do we do this? Is through our imagination. We were given this beautiful gift of imagination. And as a kid, you take a toy and you could go into a whole different world. We don't want to lose that. We actually have to tap into, that's actually inside of us this whole time. It's just the world, unfortunately, doesn't allow us to. And that's why we need to go into our sacred space every day. Find a place for you for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, I would suggest. But if you're a beginner, try 5 minutes. And you go into this space and go into your thoughts. Become aware of what you're thinking. Become aware of what's going on in your mind, in your headspace, because this is going to affect you throughout your day, throughout your life. There's a lot of new age stuff out there, which, Baruch Hashem, if that's what got you into it, it's amazing, and it really is beautiful, and it's a tool, but it's not the end all be all. What we need to do is get acquainted with this type of meditation, but then when you become so skilled, you could go even deeper. You could start taking Shemot of Hashem's names, right? And we could start braiding them together and bringing you to higher and higher levels of consciousness. And you start feeling good, you start seeing miracles in your life. But it all should start with the breath. The breath to the imagination, to when you close your eyes, you might even see, he talks about this in his book, where there's a blob that you might see when you're with your eyes closed. Start doing like a kaleidoscope type of dance. I don't know if you guys ever experienced this. I have. And you can see it starts creating images in your mind. And it's always there. Scientifically, it's proven that this is how our mind works. And not only that, when you're actually with your eyes open and you're looking around the room, it's actually still there. And they call this static. It's just like a TV screen, when you're trying to tune into the right frequency, there's all the static there. You could kind of see it if you really focus in. And the way to remove the static is through our controlled thinking, as Rabbi Kaplan says. And people ask him why does it matter for me to be controlled thinking? What will it do for me in my life? He said it will make you more present. You'll be able to look at a flower and actually see the flower without all the static and all the chaos in your mind. You're actually going to be able to see it for what it is. And he says the only way he could describe it is when he achieved it, is that it was radiating beauty. He was able to actually see that radiation of beauty. It was shining, glowing. And whatever we put our mind into, if we learn how to control our thoughts, our tefillah is going to be stronger. Doing our mitzvahs are going to be stronger. Our everyday life is going to be enhanced. The whole Torah, all of halacha, is meditation. Literally everything. We wake up, we say modani right there. We say thank you, I'm alive. I'm so grateful to be here. We become conscious. Every movement that we do, we take the cup and we wash this hand, then we wash that hand, where we become aligned with Hashem's consciousness. And same as tying your shoes, same with using the bathroom. You're so grateful that every single part of your body actually is working. You start becoming, you're in a meditation all day long. So Jewish meditation is a constant flow of meditation. We never stop. Other people in different cultures, they think that I meditate now and then later I'll just go off and do whatever I want to do. And also all of meditation from all cultures come from Avram Avinu. Avram Avinu, our father. It says that he had many children, not just Ishmael, not just Yitzhak. He had tons and tons of children, and he sent them east with gifts. That's why they're so good at meditation. He gave them these spiritual gifts, and even in the Brahmin culture, there's a god there is like Brahmin, and his wife is Sarai. Well, who does that sound like? Abraham and Sarah, and they gave us these beautiful gifts. That's how Avraham Avinu even found God, through his contemplation, and he realized that it's all one. This is all God. It's not this statue over there that his father had a idol shop, and he destroyed them all, So he got rid of Avodah Zorah. And unfortunately in the East, the Avodah Zorah still stuck with it, but as the Jewish people, that's our job, to eradicate Avodah Zarah once and for all, and to see that everything is one. So there are these special techniques, and B'ezrat Hashem, throughout the next few classes, we'll go through the Sefer. I just summarized the first few chapters, and there's many techniques. There's visualization. There's hibodedut, where you speak out to Hashem in your own words. There's hibonenut, going inside yourself, contemplation on a verse maybe. There's also mantras that we could practice. So I'm really excited about this, and B'ezrat Hashem, with God's help, we'll be able to deepen our meditation practice. And now let's do a little meditation ourselves. And right now let me see what he says here. All right, let's just take a visualization experiment, and we'll flow with it. See what happens. Okay, beautiful. Highly recommend. Buy this book now. It's my favorite. All the Ari Kaplan books, really. So whenever you're ready, everyone get comfortable. Put your phone on airplane mode so we can fly. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath through your nose. Exhale. Take another deep breath. And release. One more deep breath. Continue breathing normally. And imagine this beautiful wave of relaxation hitting you. Every breath that you take, you become more and more relaxed. Relaxing your face, relaxing your shoulders, down your arms, all the way to your fingertips. Relaxing your chest, calming the stomach, going down your legs all the way to your toes. Every breath that you take, imagine another wave hitting you, and another wave, totally sinking into your chair, releasing all stress, anxiety, any pressure. Now in your mind's eye, imagine this beautiful environment, somewhere that you feel safe, relaxed. It could be a beach, it could be a waterfall, it could be in your house, be in the Garden of Eden. And there feel the peace flowing within you. And become aware of any thoughts that may arise. Just acknowledge that thought. And then let the other thought come through and pass through. But totally removing yourself from those thoughts and just observing. It could be thoughts of what I had for breakfast. It could be thoughts of what I did for Shabbat, what I'm going to do later. Just totally remove yourself from the thoughts. Just letting them flow by. Allowing your consciousness to be aware of the subconscious. The Baal Shem Tov says, think good and it will be good. We have the power of the mind. There's always thoughts flowing, and it's all from Hashem. Some positive, some negative, but it is not us. We have the power what to focus on, but the thoughts themselves are not us. Imagine a world filled with beauty and peace, everyone living in harmony. All evil being destroyed once and for all. And it all starts within our mind. Any negative thoughts as arrive, fight back with all beautiful, positive, pure thoughts, serving Hashem, love for your brothers and sisters, Holy Moshe Alshech. Think about Torah. That's the number one weapon that we have. Especially now in these days that we find ourselves in. The Yetzer Hara wants to destroy us. He wants to stop us from bringing the Geula. So fight your negative thoughts. Fill yourself up with love. Allow this beautiful light to flow down from above. Fill you up, and be a Kiddush Hashem. You are where your thoughts are, so make sure they're good. The more you go into this deep state, it gets stronger and stronger in your mind. And you'll be able to control it wherever it needs to go, wherever you need to flow. know that Hashem is with you always. So never despair. Machshavot tovot. Only good thoughts. Walk with God. Whenever you're ready, you could open your eyes and continue meditating. Don't allow any negative thoughts to stop you in your avodat Hashem. This is the war. Amalek is suffix. It's doubt. We don't doubt. We believe in Hashem. We trust in Hashem. So just keep on practicing meditation, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You're going to get stronger just like working out. You'll be able to control your thoughts. And we're going to win this war.